Hi everybody, all my followers, welcome to another video. This video today is on a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and this car came to me well, actually I had this car here with a couple issues. The guy was on a rush, the weather was not good, I didn't have the time to do it, so the guy took the car elsewhere. And he brought it back with the only problem that they couldn't get fixed. And the problem they could not get fixed is going to be indeed a challenging one. Basically, he's not doing it at the moment. Where did I put the key for this? No, that's all I need now. Yeah. Ah, here he is. So what the car is doing is, every now and then, the turn signal to the left-hand side does not work. That side it works fine all the time, but apparently this side it doesn't. Now, the first time I had this car around, I only had a quick look. I only spent about 10 minutes around this, but just to check, I couldn't replicate the fault. But this last time, I moved the car the other day from that side to this side of my driveway, and indeed, they were not working. So you do this and nothing would happen. Now he's working just fine. Because it's a random fault, he's not here all the time, it's going to be a little bit tricky to trace. But we're going to have a go at it. If I could replicate the fault, that would be brilliant. Because it is working every single time. I'm gonna try a few more times, see if I can make it fail, and then I will try to trace it. But yeah, so that's the problem. I would love to capture this on video. I'm gonna keep trying. If I manage to get this to happen, I will show you. Okay, despite the attempts, I could not replicate the problem, so I'm not going to be able to show you. But we're still going to have to try to do something to fix this. So my first guess, I don't have diagrams for this, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go try old school and start by check the first thing that can fail, which is the relay. So these, I had a quick look, and there is a kind of a module underneath there that seems to have one of those built-in relays. So we're gonna get there and have a quick look. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the stalker itself. The stalker looks okay. If it was the stalker, with all the wiggle I've done already, I would guess it would have failed by now, and it didn't. So I'm gonna try. We're gonna dismantle that downstairs. We're gonna dismantle that module down there, and we're gonna have a look at it, see if there's anything obvious, and we'll have to go from there. Okay, so to remove this undercover, you unclip this top one, so this cover here, which I can't take it completely because of that hands-free stuff, but you just unclip this cover here. There's a plug for the level, for the headlights level, and then you have two screws. You have one there, and you have one on the other side right there. You have one here, and you have two bolts, one there, one on that side, and you have that undercover as well that you need to take off. And it should pop out now. And yes, it does, comes out straight away. And this is the module I was talking about, and this is the module we're going to remove. I'm going to try to figure out where is the relay for the turn signals first, see if it's actually built in, or see if it's one of these ones here at the top, because I'm not sure really. You're going to have a look at that. Okay, so the module is dismantled. The relay is actually an external relay. Is this relay failing, and every now and then it stops working? there's a possibility. The control side of the body control module, I don't think there's nothing to do with that. Even because, I might be wrong, but I don't think that actually turn signals will come through here. I think they come through a signal somewhere else. I might be wrong. Like I said, I don't have the diagram, so it might be that it's actually that control. So that will send a signal to here, and this will actually activate the relay. Or it might be that is old electrics without this sort of control system, but the relay goes right here, and this board is going to be not impossible to separate, to look at the lanes, but it will be a hell of a challenge to get it separated, because it's right on the edge. And looking from this side in the middle, I can pretty much look at all the solders. They all look fine, nothing looks cracked, although some right at the back is difficult to see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back to my workshop, and I'm going to try to solder the ones I can see here around here. Maybe try to solder by put heat on this side of the pin, and by heating the pin you just reflow the solder, put a little bit of flux in the middle somehow, and try to reflow the solder joints. Other than that, and replace this, at the moment I'm a little bit stumped. I don't know what else to do. I've opened this, it looks absolutely fine visually, nothing looks wrong. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to reflow these solder joints and go from there. Okay, so I've reflowed what I could right here on the edge. All these pins around here, bottom, top. I can only reach the first three, pretty much. That's it. I don't think that would have been the problem anyway. My next step was open the relay. This is one of those electronic relays, yeah. And I want to show you something under the microscope. Whoops. I had a quick look already, but I want to show you that so you can see the same as I've seen. Let me get everything. Okay, I think I need to get the stand for the phone. Okay, so what I'm going to show you under the microscope, guys, is these solder points right here at the bottom, yeah? So basically all these pins on the base, they run from here all the way back to here, and from here it goes into the PCB. And at the naked eye, I can swear that everything looks fine, but when you look really with attention, you start to see something that doesn't look right, and I want to show you that under the microscope. So let me see if you can actually see how good it's gonna look. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Okay. Can you see that? You see that sort of crack all the way around the solder, and this is on the first pin. Okay, can you see that? And as I move, hold on, it needs to be on the side so you can see it. So I think you can still see it. Try to focus a little bit. There we go. Can you see that? I think it's quite visible now. So sensitive. That's one pin, and as I move across, I think there is more pins with the same problem. These ones are not so bad. That first one is absolutely terrible. It is not very good, as you have seen. These other ones, they are not so bad, but the first one, it really looks like, let me see that one. Oh, that's fine. That one, can you see right at the base? You see right at the base in there? That crack all the way around? not so bad. That's the last one. So yeah, so there's a few here. The second one is fine. That one is good. But the other ones, as you have seen, all the other solders, they look absolutely fine. It's just these ones right at the back. So my theory at the moment is, and I might be wrong, is that as the electronics and as the car warms up inside, possibly, this solder starts to obviously to fail. So I might be wrong, I don't know. It's the only thing I can see right now is those sort of crack solders in there. So we're gonna reflow all this. I'm gonna resolder all this. I'm gonna resolder the entire PCB, everything around here, put it back, and because the fault was not present and I couldn't replicate the fault, it's gonna be a hit and miss. It might be that this is the problem and we fixed it. It might be that it's not the problem and the problem is going to come back. I think the only way to find out is actually just do this, put it all back together, let the guy take the car and see what happens. But yeah, that's what we're going to do next. So let's going to reflow this and go from there. And it's done. And what we're going to do next, I'm going to put it under the microscope, just so you can roughly see the difference, and then we'll go from there, obviously. And as you can see, that crack that we would seen all the way around on the base is gone. So the solder is good. Let's kind of look the other one. That was a little bit dodgy as well on this side. Look at that. Perfect solders there. Very good solder in there. Just gonna raise this a little bit. And as you can see, yeah, all good stuff now. No more cracks. Am I going to reflow this first one there again? I'm not happy with that. I'm going to put a little bit more solder on that one. But yeah, it looks much better now. And yeah, I'm just going to reflow that one. That doesn't look very pretty. I'm going to put a little bit more solder on that one. And then we're going to put everything back on the car. Really, this is the only thing we can do for now. And that's it. To put everything back together. As you can see, we have turn signals just fine. Hazard lights, everything is working. And there's nothing else I can do for now. I mean, I'm gonna have to let the car go, and the time will tell if we fixed or not the problem. I have some confidence that we did solve the problem, and those sort of dodgy solder points were our problem. I really hope so. I mean, was not alright, so I hope that was the problem. I hope we fixed it. If we haven't, obviously by the time I'm about to actually publish this video, I would know if this fixed the problem or not, except for you guys on Patreon that might see this video a little bit earlier. If the problem comes back, I will take the video down, or I will just let you know that didn't work, whatever. But that's it for now. I'm gonna have to let the car go. I'm gonna now look at what that problem is in there, that engine light. Don't know if it's gonna be a video for that, but this is the video for the turn signal issue. Guys, I really hope there's some information here you're gonna find it useful. I really hope so. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you still have any comments, any questions, you know what to do, put them below. And like always, thank you so much for watching.